Welcome back to White or Black. Today we're going to share a story that occurred with me and two of my friends, probably, I'm not sure exactly how far back it was, but we were in our late teens, early 20s, and just a couple of friends out and about, doing our thing you do in a mountain community like we're in. I'd like to give a big thank you to all of you out there that have continued to support the channel. We would definitely like to encourage all of you out there, if you like the video, to give us a subscribe and a like. Share the video with others. So we will get on to this story here today. Today's story is called Burning Door, Open Door. So, this story occurred like many experiences that me and a lot of my friends had experienced. There was nothing we had done that would have brought this on. It was just a very odd occurrence. It was three friends. Well, there was more of us in the beginning, but at the end of the evening, it was just the three of us. And we were up here in our small town. We were up behind our water tank, further up into the mountain, up into the tree area. We were just up there, having a few drinks, having a good time, passing the time between friends. We'd built a fire and was, just enjoying, friendship and talking, communicating. We were just settling into the evening. Night was starting to fall, and we, getting the fire started. We were gathering up some wood and whatnot, and so we got the fire established and going. As it started to get dark, we thought, well, we should probably try and find some more firewood. And so as we were looking around for firewood, this was kind of odd. I mean, odd, but not so odd. Sometimes people would just dump things in random places, out here across the mountainside. And we found, oddly enough, two old wooden doors. And they were just out there. I thought, hey, well, obviously somebody doesn't want these. That's good firewood. That's a good chunk of wood. So we drug these doors over by our fireplace, or our fire pit there, and we thought, well, let's just throw one of them on. So we threw the first door on, just kind of laid it across the fire pit, and began to burn. And I was like, all right, now we got light, we got heat, and settled in. It started getting a little weird. We started hearing things. I in particular started hearing things. It sounded like there was something out in the trees, and I had this gnawing feeling that something was kind of creeping around us, back and forth. Could have been wildlife, whatever. Didn't think a whole lot of it. And as we continued to sit around the fire and this door continued to burn, we noticed that, all the three of us sat around the fire, that it was a weird thing. It was a weird burn pattern going on. And we noticed that as we sat, the framing of this door was burnt out in our initials of our first names. And we thought, that's kind of weird. I mean, especially weird that we all noticed it. And, well, that's kind of weird. At first, we're thinking that's kind of funny, but there was kind of an air, I think all of us, I noticed all of us were kind of peeking around like we were all hearing something. Like somebody was out in, the trees or something. But oddly enough, some of the other people that were there originally, they had left. They were no longer around. And anyway, the more we focused on this, and we thought, okay, that's really strange that it's burnt out our initials like this. And around that time, after this door, we finished working it into the fire and everything else, we were hearing these things. We thought, okay, yeah, we want a bigger fire. We want to keep that going, because it was odd, sounds and everything. It sounded like it was rustling around us. We thought, okay, well, let's keep this fire going so we have light, so we can see, just in case, there's something out there roaming around. And so we decided to put the other door on. We thought, hey, this is weird, where it's burnt our initials out in this door frame. What if we switch places? And oddly enough, yeah, we got the other door on there. It started to burn, and we thought, all right, let's see what happens. Now, as we had switched places, and after this door started to burn a bit, this is where it gets kind of odd. Strangely enough, when the door begins to burn again, and after it burns down a little bit, now the initials that are burnt out where we have switched places is the first initials of all of our last names. So this is where, okay, it's like, all right, at first, that was kind of weird. It's kind of cool and funny, when we had switched places and this had happened, and now it was burning out the initials of our last names. We thought, okay, that's kind of creepy, especially with everything else that was occurring. And we got that feeling that, all right, paranormal, are we superstitious? What is this? And regardless, by about the time we finished that up, and with the other noises around, we said that's about enough of that, and we decided to get our, make sure our fire was extinguished, and we'd had enough. We left. We thought, okay, everything was just kind of off. And so the more I reflected on it, I got to wondering, where did these doors come from? This is an old mining community that dates well back into the 1800s. A lot of history around here. And I kind of got this feeling that, all right, was somebody renovating a home? They had these old doors. Was there history to these doors? And by the act of us burning these doors, did it bring about something trying to communicate? Coincidence or paranormal? I don't know. But that made me think that much more about what was going on around us. Was there spirits there? Was something manipulating the burning of these doors? That's the thing I've never quite figured out. But it was just kind of a creepy experience that I thought would be worthwhile of sharing. And strangely enough, it's like I'm curious, if any of you have ever had any occurrence, to this, anything relatable, burning of objects, and anything strange or paranormal occurring, burning of objects. So this will conclude today's story. I hope you guys like this video. I encourage you guys to subscribe, to give us a like, help us get these videos going. We've had a lot of good growth. We once again thank you for joining us on White or Black. We encourage you to subscribe to the channel, check out old videos. old videos, sometimes you find some of them hidden things that people haven't seen yet. So be sure to check out the rest of the channel. Until next time, we will see you on the next video.